Hi guys, I'm Rebecca and today I'm back with another tutorial on how I made this strappy tube top. So if you want to learn how I made this, then make sure you keep on watching. So grab your pattern paper. I will show the patterns for the front and the back piece on the screen so that you can follow that template to create your own. So for the front piece, it's basically going to be half the width of your bust. It will be the fullest part of your bust, which is around the nips, and then you'll want to measure the waist circumference, so that would be typically around your navel to get that measurement, and then the length will be the length that you want the top to be, and then just add 1 inch as seam allowance there. So once you have cut out those pattern pieces, you can lay it on your fabric and cut them out. So what you'll need is 2 front pieces and 2 back pieces, which you'll see that I'll have here. So what you'll do next is lay your front pieces together, right sides facing, and you'll do the same for the back pieces that you have. You should have 2 front pieces, 2 back pieces, so the back and the back should be facing each other, the front and the front should be facing each other, and then we'll pin along the top and the bottom of both pieces because that's what we're going to stitch first. In terms of the stitch that I used the zigzag stitch. I will put the tension and the width of the stitch on the screen in case you want to use it as well. Once you have sewed those pieces together, you'll take your back piece and you'll flip it inside out, and then what you'll do is you'll grab your front piece that is still wrong sides facing, or where the seams are still sewn, and you're going to create somewhat of a tube. So you're going to be placing the front piece inside of the back piece, or around the back piece, sorry. So if you can see here, I'm kind of creating a tube, and then what I'm going to do is match the seams together. So that's the seam that we sewed at the top is going to be together, the seam that we sewed at the bottom is going to be together, and I'm going to pin around kind of like a circle and stitch around it. So this is what is going to make the side seam kind of have a seamless look, because we'll be sewing it and then flipping it inside out. So once you have sewn that kind of circle around and you flip the top the right way around, this is what you should be left with. And then the next step after this would simply be to sew the opposite side, so a straight line. So pin it first and then stitch down. So this top isn't entirely a seamless top, but for the most part, at least one side is seamless, so it will look much neater than it would if you were just to stitch both sides the way that you see I'm doing here. So that's the bodice part done, and the next thing is the straps. I'm using a top that I already have to mark out exactly where I want the straps to go. If you don't have that, you can try on the top that you've just sewn and mark it out with like a fabric pencil to see where you want the straps to go on yourself as well. To make the straps, I'm just grabbing some excess fabric. I'm making the straps 1/2 inch thick, so you should be able to see on the sewing machine which point I'm using. So I'm not using the first or the second, I'm using the 3rd line on the sewing machine, and this is a Fashion Mate sewing machine if you have a similar one. So once you've cut out or sewn your strap and you've cut off the excess, what you'll do is grab a safety pin to pin the top portion of the strap, and what we're trying to do is turn the strap inside out. So if you thread the safety pin almost through itself like a tube and just pull down carefully, as you see I'm doing here, it should eventually pop out through the other end. I just say be careful so you're not popping any threads or you're not unpinning the safety pin and then getting it stuck halfway through. And then you just repeat that again for the second strap. So what I made sure to do is try it on the top, made the straps longer than I needed them to be initially, and then I gauged through just putting the straps around myself how long I wanted each strap to be, and then I simply just cut that. I'll put the lengths that I use for both straps on the screen just in case you want to use mine as a guide, and just to let you know I'm an extra small / small as well. Okay, for this next part, we've already marked out where we want our straps to go. So I'm going in with a seam ripper to rip 4 small holes that will be used to put the strap through, so that we can attach it to the top. Definitely take your time doing this as well, so that you're not popping or ripping the fabric itself, but simply ripping the seams. So I think I made that mistake, so I'm just saying it as a disclaimer, don't be like me. Again, I've made a small hole and I'm just sticking the strap through, as you can see. You can either attach these straps by sewing it by hand, or you can use your sewing machine. If you are using your sewing machine, you'll have to create a little gap in the side seam of the top itself so that you can sew the straps in a way that will make it seamless. I'll put what I mean on the screen in the diagram so it's a bit clearer. Then you just want to repeat that step for all the remaining straps, and just make sure you cut off the excess at the end so the strap doesn't look bulky when you turn it the right way around. The last thing you need to do is just close that gap with a zigzag stitch, and then you're good to go. So that's it for this video. If you do like tutorials like this, make sure you subscribe and check out this tutorial where I show you how to make a DIY seamless halter top. See you there. Bye guys.